All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Probably you're watching this in the afternoon unless you had to stay home because you were sick or for some other reason. Let me go ahead and read off the answers from last night's homework here, guys, and then I'll go ahead and show all the work for every single problem, but I figure reading off the answers to start with would be a good thing to do so that, you know, if you got these all right, then there's really no reason to stick around and watch me do the work that you did last night, right? Okay, but if you got some wrong, maybe you want to fast forward to the part in the video where I show that certain problem that you did incorrectly, and you can say, oh shoot, I switched these things, or I should have done this. So all right, here we go. Page 266, 30 to 35 and 43 to 50. If I look at the answers for 33 to 35, you should have for 33, 40, 34.15, and 35 will be 36. For 43 to 50, looks like here 89.1%. 44 is going to be the number correct, equals the percentage times 30. 45 is going to be 7.1%. 46 is going to be 548 books and 137 videos. 47 is going to be reducing, and 48, 27.9%, 49, 8.3%, and 50, $486. Okay? And so as we take a look at these problems here, let's start with number 33. Number 33 looks like this. What number is 66 2/3% of 60? All right. Now, as I write that down there, remember how we talked yesterday? Is the equal sign, of is to multiply. So what number? We'll say x. That'd be what number is 66 2/3%. Now, what is 66 2/3%? Well, it's, let's see here. How do I want you to put that out? I would probably go ahead and do this in my calculator. 66 2/3 of 100. Okay. Now, how would I put that in my calculator? Here's how I put it in my calculator. I would do parentheses 66. If you have the ABC button, you'd want to use the ABC button at that time. But I'll say plus 2 divided by 3, close parentheses, and then divided by 100. Okay? Doing that right there will give you that percentage as a decimal. It should be 0.6 repeating as the decimal. Okay? Of 60. Okay? And that's an easy problem because all you have to do is 66 2/3% times 60, and you got your answer there. Okay. For the next one, what number is, so we're seeing the exact same thing, what number is 0.1%, oops, is, not of, is 0.1%. You could go ahead and do 0.1 over 100, or you could go ahead and make it into the decimal, moving that decimal 2 places, 1, 2. So if it's 0.1, it'd be 0.001. You notice that 0.1 divided by 100 equals, should be the same thing as 0.001, okay? Of 150, so times 150 right there, okay? So again, that's how you'd want to work that out. Simple. You don't have to really solve for x. You just 0.1 over 100 times 150, okay? For the next one, 0.144 is 0.4%, okay, of what number? Okay. Now, obviously, you could either do this right here, or you could go ahead and make that point, moving it 2 places, 1, 2, 0.004, okay? That's the same thing. And so I'll show this in 2 different ways. If you have this, that's kind of hard to see. What if I change that a little bit? Let's change it to yellow. Let's change it to red. See red over there. 0.004x. There you go. Okay. So if that's the case, if that's like how you like to write it out, you can just divide by 0.004, and those guys are gone, and that will give you your answer. Okay. Like I said before, 35 had an answer of, let me look here, 36. Okay. Now, if you wanted to do it the other way, okay, like I had it written up there, 0.144 is equal to 0.4 over 100 times x. Well, you can still divide by 0.4 divided by 100, but the problem is a lot of students struggle to put this into your calculator. How would I put that in my calculator? It would look like this, 0.144 divided by, then I would do parentheses, 0.4 divided by 100, close parentheses, and then press equals. Okay? So either way you want to do it, you're going to get the exact same thing out. Should be 36 there. Okay? All right, now we get into some story problems next. So if we look down at the next section there, 43 to 50, let's clear that off. 43 to 50, right? That's what we had. Yep, there we go. Okay. It says there, Thomas correctly answered, let me go up just a bit, 49 out of 55 questions on the math test. Not bad, Thomas. What percent of the questions did Thomas answer correctly? Okay. So, there's several different ways we could do this one. You can go ahead and say 49 out of 55 is what percent out of 100? Okay. All right. The other way would be this. 49 is what percent of 55? Okay. These are all the same way, same way you would go ahead and solve them. Obviously, the first one you're going to cross multiply and solve. Okay. Probably with the next second equation, I would probably divide both sides by 55. And then you're right back to where we were with the first step. Okay. I don't care which way you want to do it there. It's up to you. So yeah, 44. Write an equation that you can use to find your percent grade on a test with 30 questions. Okay. And so again, if I give that to you, that formula, it's the number correct is equal to the percent times 30. So if you got, let's say, 80% correct, you would put let's say you got 26 correct. 26 would equal the percentage. Okay, so what percent times 30? Well, if you divide 26 by 30, and you can put this over 100 if that helps you. If you divide 26 by 30, and then you multiply by 100 there, you're going to end up having your answer as your percentage. Okay. Ming has $452 in her savings account. Oh God. Whew. Last month, she added $32 to the account. The amount she added is what percent of her total savings? Okay. So last month she had $452, and we want to know what percent this is of her total savings. So I guess as I think through this is probably what I would have done. 32 out of 452 is what percent of her total savings? Okay. So, and you guys know how to solve those. Just cross multiply there, and that'd be fine. Okay. Number 46. Last month, 685 books and videos were checked out of the library. The books account for 80% of the items checked out. How many books have been checked out? How many videos have been checked out? Okay. Well, as I think about this one, I think the easiest way to set this one up would be to say 80% of the books and videos checked out were books. Okay. And if you do that, that'll tell me how many books were checked out. If I do, well, obviously if 80% of the items checked out were books, what percentage of the items were checked out were videos? It'd be 20% of the checked out items were videos, okay? And that will give you the total amount. Again, those answers were as follows. 548 books and 137 videos, okay? If you photocopy an image at 90%, you are reducing or enlarging the image, okay? Well, if I'm going to copy the image as it is, then it's got to be 100% there, all right? So if I'm copying it at 90% ratio, I'm reducing, I'm making it smaller. It's kind of like this. How do I want to say this? If you if you put in $10 into your bank account, okay, and you would say that you already had $10 in your account, okay, you increased your account by 100%. You doubled it, okay, and so it was equal to the original. 10 and 10 makes 20. You know, you increased it by the same amount that was just in there. So that would be 100% markup, okay? And so same thing's true with copying something. If you want to copy it directly as it is, it's just 100% of what it already was, okay? And it's just the same thing. The next one, living on your own, the table shows Grant's monthly expenses. He earns $1,525 per month, round to the nearest tenth. What percent of Grant's monthly income does he spend on rent? Okay, well, if we want to know the percent of his monthly income spent on rent, $425, I'm going to go ahead and say 425 of 1,525, 425 out of 1,525 is spent on rent. What percent is that? Okay, that's how I would set up that one. Okay. Another way you could have done the same one, you could have said what percent, okay, of 1,525 is 425. Okay. So that would be another way you could have set up the same type of problem. What percent of Grant's monthly income does he spend on phone, electric, and heat? Well, if I add up phone, electric, and heat, $127. Okay. So what I'm going to do here for number 49 is I'm going to take 127 out of 1,525 and set that equal to x over 100. Or, like I said before, you can go ahead and say what percent of the monthly income is $127. Okay? Either way, you'll get the same answer. Number 50, Grant spends $125 a month on entertainment. That's pretty high on entertainment, to be honest with you. After paying all his bills, what is the maximum amount of money Grant can put into savings each month? Okay? So if we add all this up, plus the $125 on entertainment, which I don't know why it isn't already included as part of his budget, here's what we have. 5, 10, 15, 22, 2, 4, 11, 19, 22, 25, 31. I think that was 31. Let me double check this here. 2, 4, 11, 19, 22, 25, 31. I take that back. 33. Okay. 7, 8, 910. So $1,032 were totally spent there. So what we're going to do here is we'll just subtract those two and figure out how much he can put towards his savings. So $1,525 minus $1,032. We got 3, 4, carry the 1, 9, $493 goes towards savings for the month for Grant. Okay. Ooh, I have $486 there in the textbook. Let's see here. What did I do wrong? Did I misadd? Did I not add this up right? 5, 12, 17, 22, 2, carry the 2, 2, 4, 11, 19, 22, 25, 31, 33, 3, carry 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1032, 5 minus 2 is 3, 12 minus 3 is 9, 4, 1's cancel out. I think the textbook's run on that one. I think it should be 493 unless I've done some calculations wrong. Double check my work there, guys, but that's how I would do those problems. Oh, good. Thank you. And make sure you check your calendar for the notes on the lesson.